crushing punches that can floor any opponent. To wrestle skills fueled by his sambo roots. Ivan Shtyrkov, famously known as the White Hulk, has an impressive MMA record of 24 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, with victories over 6 former UFC fighters like Antonio Silva and Jeff Monson. He has proven to be one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. So, before the White Hulk steps into the cage to face his next challenge, let's revisit his meteoric rise. Ivan Shtyrkov made his MMA debut at Titov boxing promotion against Vitaly Operin. The Russian came out swinging from the opening bell like a man possessed.
Это low kick.
Before grabbing Operin like a sack of potatoes and slamming him to the canvas. Once grounded, Shtyrkov unleashed a ferocious flurry that forced the referee to stop the fight.
Виталий Опарин. Какие опасные удары.
Все, что ли?
Да.
Вот так вот.
The Russian's next challenge came against MMA veteran and former UFC fighter Jeff Monson. Ivan wasted no time, catching the veteran with a sharp right hand.
Сhtyrkova.
Ох, попадает сейчас.
Before pouncing on his prey to snatch his arm. And just like that, it was over in a minute. A few months later, Shtyrkov squared off against former UFC heavyweight champion Rico Rodriguez. Right out of the gate, Rodriguez was tangled in the ropes after a clean right hand.
Опа!
And another right hand dropped him like a tree yanked from its roots.
Молодой проспект. Ух, хорошие 2 удара от Ивана Shtyrkova.
Shtyrkov followed up with a brutal storm of punches, leaving the ref no choice but to step in and call the fight.
Маунт Иван. Спина выпрямлена. Все. Рефери решил, что с Рико Родригес.
Shtyrkov stepped up to face Antonio Bigfoot Silva. The Russian opened with a thunderous symphony of strikes that kept Silva on the defensive.
Ноги от Ивана.
His relentless assault paid off with a second-round knockdown, thanks to a crisp left hand.
От Сильвы. О, хороший удар. Пропускает.
From that point on, Ivan was the hammer and Silva was the nail.
Опасный размен.
After 2 rounds of intense action, both men were visibly fatigued.
Потерял много сил Иван Shtyrkov.
But the Brazilian dug deep and found more gas in his tank.
Ох, какой опасный удар сейчас попадает Антонио Сильва.
Despite Silva's late surge, Ivan was declared the winner by unanimous decision. A few months later, the Russian monster squared off against Britain's Phil de Vries at RCC boxing promotion. From the get-go, Ivan charged forward, serving up a buffet of heavy fist.
Бойцы насколько
The Russian didn't let up, unleashing a barrage of punches that had de Vries wobbling on his rubber legs.
Филипп де Фрайс.
De Vries tried to run, but there was no hiding from Shtyrkov, who closed the distance and ensured the fight didn't last much longer.
Все, и остановка. Досрочная победа в первом раунде.
After giving de Vries a taste of Russian power, Ivan marched on to face Olympic judo gold medalist Satoshi Ishii in 2017 in front of a roaring crowd in Russia. The showdown kicked off with brutal clinch battles.
Умение работать как стойки.
О, хорошо попадает в клинче.
Ishii's game plan was simple: drag the fight to the mat. But the Russian refused to budge, blasting the Japanese fighter with heavy punches and brutal knees that kept him on the back foot.
Коротким боковым потряс Shtyrkov японца в первом раунде. Хорошо попадает.
In round 2, Shtyrkov flipped the script, scoring a takedown of his own.
А вот попытка перевода в партер. Вот и первая попытка.
Before sending Ishii to the shadow realm with a one-hitter quitter.
Хорошо попадает.
И это тяжелое попадание.
Я бы уже остановил нафиг. Извините за эмоции.
Досрочная победа от его
какой молодец. Но на самом деле давайте пожелаем здоровому бойцу, который оказался в очень...
Against Thiago Silva, Shtyrkov displayed his full offensive arsenal. The Russian came out like a shark on a feeding frenzy. With his opponent softened up, Ivan took the fight to the ground.
Иван в том бою, и теперь, я думаю, ему есть что доказывать.
Но я тебе хочу сказать...
On the mat, it was a short-lived nightmare for Silva.
Ой, класс! Вот это классно! Класс! Своевременно, все по месту.
With no option left, the Brazilian tapped out, giving Shtyrkov another dominant victory. Like Silva, Shtyrkov didn't face much trouble adding Artur to his highlight reel. Ivan's game plan involved faking a takedown to set up a devastating left hook.
Stop that first take. Oh!
Midway through the action, a low blow from Artur caused a brief pause, but when the fight resumed, Shtyrkov landed another clean left hook that sent Artur reeling. Sensing a potential finish, Ivan pounced for the kill, but Artur surprised everyone with a desperate escape back to his feet. But a massive right hand left Artur with no escape this time.
Again, also big right hand. That's gonna be it. That's it. That is it. Ivan Shtyrkov.
After dismantling Artur, Shtyrkov moved on to face Mikhail Kolobegov at an RCC event in May 2022 in Russia. Throughout most of the first round, Shtyrkov employed feints to set up a takedown, using a mix of kicks and hooks to keep his opponent guessing.
Нету, да, существенной какой-то... Ой-ой-ой, хорошо попадает Shtyrkov. Право боковой.
Once the trap was set, Ivan grabbed Mikhail like a grizzly bear and dragged him to the mat.
Kolobegov. Вот так. Показал было правый крюк, и тут же амплитудно.
Where he stuffed his face like turkey on Christmas Eve with relentless ground and pound.
И остановка в первом раунде.
Ну все, традиция сохранилась. Если бой не перешел...
Иван Shtyrkov!
We're wrapping it up with a fight against Nasrudinov that was nothing short of spectacular. The Russian was sharp as a katana from the start, charging forward with his signature aggression.
Пока-то... Опа, интересно.
Shtyrkov was having such fun that he even flew in a flying knee.
Ну, ему-то... Ох ты, с колена в голову.
A hellish left hook snapped Nasrudin's head back like a whip cracking.
Оставил 3,5 минуты.
Before jumping in to finish the fight with a relentless ground and pound.
Вот он, нокаут!
There you have it, Shtyrkov's most unforgettable battles, a testament to his incredible power and relentless aggression. Regardless of where you stand on him, the Ural Hulk never fails to put on a show. Until next time, stay tuned for more epic fights.